Hi, welcome to Market Alert for Tuesday, 21st of November 2017. So yesterday in the pound, just took off. You can see the market moving higher. You can see the buying, some selling pressure coming in here. That was absorbed. Market moved higher, got to the resistance at this level here at 132.50, and you can see the market struggling for two bars there for 30 minutes, and again huge volume here. The market then manages to drive through with professional buying, and then you see more or less the same volume again, but this time the market is struggling. And objective achieved, market through, no more follow through as you can see from the low volume here, and then prices drift back down and then traded sideways, as you can see here, for the remainder of the session, and then have continued to do so throughout. We're heading into the Thanksgiving week for the US, and the market's become fairly quiet. Half-day trading tomorrow, closed on Thursday, half-day Friday. Bigger than Christmas, as I say this time every year. So not expecting too much in the way of massive sell-offs or anything like that. So the pound breaking through the 132.28 level. You can see there the market attempting to move higher. And if we just put on a couple of things here. First, if we go to this recent high down to the recent low, you can see the market's struggling with this area because we're at 76%, and that is why. Needs to break this in order to move higher, and we need to take out yesterday's high in order to do so. In the Dow yesterday, it was a one-way bet, typical run up to a holiday. If the market gets going, it continues, buy signal from the off. Bit of uncertainty to begin with, and we saw the buying coming in with the green bars there, and then they knew as we got to this resistance area, a lot of stops. All of these absorbed, as again, just like in the pound, you see the market driven through. And again, you've got those two profit-taking areas there, and then you see the volume drop off. The market manages to drift up, but there's no way it's going through this area without you see a big increase in volume, and that we don't see. A bit later on, though, we do get some selling followed by some buying. You can see the buying's greater than the selling. This holds the market, but then not enough to actually hold the market. You can see it just trades sideways until we get over to this part in the session. We start to see a bit of an increase in the volume. You can see there selling coming in, two lots of selling, and then we see some buying pressure coming in here, and following buying pressure we get a retest of the market. You see the buying coming in there, and that's more or less held the market apart from a bit of a sell here, but you can see they brought it back immediately with the buying there, and that's the way the market's been on the overnight as well. So you can see they leave their footprints in the sand if you know what it is you're actually looking for. Now, on the implied volatility, for some unknown reason, if there's any Excel experts out there amongst you, if anybody can assist me with this, for some unknown reason, I'll probably find a cure later on, but I can't insert a row today to actually update the chart. So I've had to revert back to the old method, and that's in this chart, which is never as clear, but it's down to 871 from Friday's figure, which was at 934, as you'll see there, 934. So very strange, never seen that before, but I'm sure I'll find a cure for it. So yeah, the implied volatility you'd expect to be down because the underlying market was up during yesterday's session there. Right, just before we conclude, I've forgotten the news, haven't I? And also forgotten to look at the daily in the Dow, which would help. Probably thrown a bit because I can't understand why I can't update the Excel spreadsheet. It's probably what's preoccupying my mind at the moment. Right, so the Dow managing to pull back nicely yesterday from the sideways move coming off the lows there. You can see it's very sideways at the moment. In order to move higher, it needs to blow through here, as we spoke about yesterday. Did a good job to come off the lows yesterday. Market's quiet, run up to Thanksgiving. They're not going to have a crash during Thanksgiving. Nothing major ever happens at Christmas or Thanksgiving. Never ever has happened any crash or anything like that. And of course, now said it, there probably will be, but in 20 odd years of actually looking at these markets, never seen anything happen. When the big guns are away celebrating something, nothing happens, except that the market will be fine to move to the upside, as opposed to actually selling off. And if it does sell off, they'll soon send somebody around to actually buy the market back. News today, UK, we've got public sector net borrowing, medium impact inflation report hearings for the UK as well at 10 a.m. That's a high impact one. Existing home sales are also out at 3 p.m. And then the big one of the day when the markets are closed is Yellen. It will be speaking at 11 p.m. So obviously some sort of college event or something like that, that it's outside of market hours. Right, that will do it for this one. Probably, say, half day tomorrow, close Thursday, half day Friday, so may call it a day. Depends what happens today, whether I record tomorrow or not. Take advantage of the fact it's going to be fairly quiet this week, but may not be able to resist it. We'll see. Right, that's it. As ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.